I'll be 21 years old this year. So if you don't want to waste your teenage years like I do, please make sure to watch this video to the end. And then maybe you have any other person that you see that is waiting is to our teenage years, or maybe you are even above teenagers, and then you have lost your teenage years and then you want to regain it back. You can also watch this video to the end. So anytime I look at my life, one thing I always brought here to my eyes is how I wasted my teenage years. Because this year is supposed to be the year that I'm building myself, but this year has been the year that I'm destroying myself. But there's a certain point in my life in which I regained my freedom. But there are some things that actually destroy my teenage years. For example, number one is laziness. Let me tell you, I was so lazy that I was so lazy, maybe because of my upbringing. Because before I can get another siblings, it was like 6 years old. So it was like for that period of 6 years, I was the only child that my parents are. You know, the care, the everything that they are giving me. Sometimes I'll just sit back and then they are working, and then this have shaped me like, okay, this life, just sit down and then don't do anything. And then during my teenage years, this really affects me a lot, and then this really breaks me down, that I just think I need to be sitting around, and then while others are working, I don't need to be working. And then this affected me because there are a lot of things that I supposed to have been doing, but because of laziness, I can't do it. And then number two is self-doubt. Let me tell you one thing as a teenager. Don't let the devil lie to you. Let me tell you, don't doubt yourself. You can do anything. You can, even if you do it and you fail, there's still time to recover. The thing is that during this year of your teenagers, there's a lot of doubt because you are looking, I'm still young, I'm still this. If I do it, oh, people are not going to judge. But the thing is that people are not looking at you. People are not even if they look at you, they will so forget about you. Everybody is thinking about their life, not you. And then number three is corn addiction. Let me tell you, this addiction break my life and is one of the most devastating things that has happened to me. That I'm still trusting God to get out of it. Because this thing take away a lot, take away my spiritual life, my academics, focus, my productivity, and a lot of things for me, including finance. Because I want to watch it, I want to feel the urge, I want to do this, I want to satisfy the urge. And then if you are there, maybe you are still battling with this addiction, you can subscribe to this video because I'll be doing videos on how you can also break free from this addiction also. And then I'll be doing video on how you can live a purposeful life as a teenager or a young adult like me. Not having a relationship with God, this also destroyed me a lot because I thought I don't need, just going to church, reading Bible every Sunday. That's how we have relationship with God. But the thing is that God wants us to have a relationship with Him every time of our days. That's it. Because He's the one that created us. He's the one that knows what He wants us to do. So, as a Christian, God wants us to have a relationship. But I didn't have a relationship with God. I wasted most of this year, just as a mere Christian. And then this allowed devil to penetrate into my life. This allowed devil to take charge of my life. And then loneliness. Let me tell you, you can see that I'm the only one in my hostel. But the thing is that loneliness is actually part of me. You know, I don't want to play with other kids. I want to be sitting down. And before normal thing maybe it's because of laziness. Laziness can also lead to loneliness because you don't want to do anything. You just want to sit around and then maybe watch movie or be scrolling on your phone. But this thing actually destroy my life because I don't play with other kids, I don't play with other people, I don't explore, and it really affects my life. But my turning point came during 18 or 19 years when I got my admission to university, and then this actually changed my life because I'm seeing brothers, I'm seeing people that are successful, that are Christian. I'm exposed to Christian stuff, I'm exposed to successful people stuff. And then I look at my life, I need to change my life. And then I'm going to share how you can change your life also. So number one is move closer to God. He's the one that designed you for His own purpose, for His own pleasure. And then so for you to fulfill that purpose, For you to fulfill that purpose, you need Him. You need God. You need to move closer to Him by studying His word, by praying, fasting, helping others, and then by following his law. God wants you to have a relationship with Him. Number two, working in the house of God. If you are working in the house of God, you're already in a community of brethren. You are you are lifting God's works. You are no, you are helping the house of God. Although you cannot help God, but your small service, God doesn't know any man, and this will give you a purpose that okay, instead of you just sitting around doing nothing, you can be using your teenagers, even if by cleaning chairs and everything, find something doing by helping the house of God. If you can do any department, if you know that you have talent, put it to help to edify and then to spread the gospel. And then number three is taking good decision about your passion. A lot of us we are afraid in our teenagers. I'm still young, but let me tell you that your teenagers is also some critical part of your life. The thing is that take good decision, find your passion. I don't want to find your passion. Maybe you don't know your passion and then you are looking for you that want to find your passion. Comment passion. So that in my next video I will talk about how to find your passion like I just did. So spend time wisely. Let me tell you, time is the only currency that if you lose, you cannot regain it back. You can lose your house, you can lose anything. But if you lost time, let me tell you, you can't regain it back. But the thing is, spend time wisely, draw out plan about your day, draw out plan what you want to achieve this week. I'm not saying that you know have time for rest, for playing, for social, but make sure that you're using your time most of the time to work to take things that will move you towards your goal, so that even though when you're an adult, you know, you will not regret looking back at this time and say that I actually waste this year. And then consume things that move you towards your goal. Let me tell you, we are in the era of consumption that a lot of people are just consuming, and this is what most of these apps are made for: social media, YouTube, and all of that, for you to consume, for you to destroy your life. I don't say that you know what, but the thing is that consume good things instead of you consuming um, rubbish things. Make sure that you are consuming things that you know that will move you closer towards your goal, things that will edify your soul, things that will help you towards maybe a skill, maybe you are working a master class, or maybe you are taking a course, maybe you are reading a books that will help you. And then the last one is have relationship with people that are moving forward. Yeah, that's it. It's not until you have relationship with people that are up there. No, have relationship with people that want to be up there. This will help you a lot. This will also ginger you to move, for you to move faster also as you are moving, that you too can move faster also. There are a lot of people in your society that a lot of your age, there are a lot of even people that maybe they are like 5 years older than you, that say that these people they are doing great things. I want to be like them. Go and meet them, talk to them, and then say that and then you to contribute positively also. So I just shared the story of how I wasted my teenagers and then how I've been recovering it back. So you can subscribe so that you can be watching videos about how to discover your purpose and then how to be break free from spiritual dryness and other addiction. Thank you.